This is the story of integrated farm approaches in the tribal area of Shahabad in Baran district of Rajasthan. With continuous efforts of the Center for Community Economics and Development Consultant Society, the farmers have adopted practices which have helped them overcome farm distress and pull out of extreme poverty. This area, rich in natural resources and Kali Smith and Kunnu rivers flowing from Madhya Pradesh, is flooded during heavy rains and dries during summer. The extreme weather could only be tackled through effective water resource management. The community organization, realizing the need, worked on soil protection, land reclamation and water resource management through check dams and gully plugs in the year 2004 and ensured irrigation and land allotment for the tribes who inhabited this area for ages. The tribal families who had agriculture as their core vocation were forced to migrate and labor hard. They gradually started farming on the barren lands now. Once the local people actively engaged in the process of change, women leadership was nurtured through formation of self-help groups. This cooperative mindset and understanding of microfinancing connected the villagers with the common purpose of life and income improvement. The Women Cooperative, registered as Apni Mahila Sahkari Samiti since 2004, has a turnover of 5 crores with 5,000 members in 2 decades, has set a good example of knowledge, percolation and adoption of good practices while taking charge of 2 check dams constructed in Purampur village and 1 gully plug or nadi irrigating the whole area, which would otherwise face severe water crisis every summer. With about 4,300 feet of lift irrigation through the constructed check dam, the whole Purampur village was benefited immensely. Kota Bai, a migrant labourer living in extreme poverty in Purampur, emerged as a local leader who changed the destiny of her own family and entire village in a span of 20 years with family support and progressive mindset. The intervention of community-based organization with soil bundling and active participation in construction of check dam, sensitization about health, education, formation of self-help groups of women and gaining knowledge about efficient farming through training and exposure visits and access to government schemes drew benefits in terms of better social and economic status. Irrigated farms of 15 biga, educated children with government jobs, Pakka house constructed under PM housing scheme and self-sufficiency from sustained income and allied activities. This outcome helped model her case to inspire farmers of her community and entire village to adopt similar practices of integrated farming and holistic development. Doli Bai, who was also a poor migrant labourer and engaged in farming following implementation of water resource management project in Purampur village. Grain milling was identified as an area of urgency and she was supported with the installation of a mill, which made life of the entire village easy who would otherwise walk miles to distant places to get their grains milled. She worked in barren farms and was gradually benefited through the CBO in a similar way. And she opened a shop also which added to the family income. Now, with 21 biga farms, she grows both rabi and kharif crops and leads a life of self-sufficiency. Galia, whose family shifted to this region from Banswara, was very young and poor labourer. He was also engaged with the water resource management projects and 1 check dam was constructed near the land his family was tilling for livelihood. With the dependence on rain-fed farming, he gradually learnt life lessons by attending training and exposure to the wider world. He also undertook a mission to spread awareness about alcohol addiction, which he realized was ruining the income and harmony. His poetic renditions are targeted at awakening tribal population about various issues. His exposures to the new methods of farming and value addition for better income led him to plant amla trees in his 14 biga farm alongside major traditional crops in 2007. He now reaps a good harvest fighting extreme weather conditions through multi-cropping, while he would sell raw amla at Rs 8 a kilo. He gets Rs 90 to 95 a kilo for boiled and dried amlas. The entire region has emerged as one with substantive ideas and approaches which can inspire farmers to find alternatives to redress agriculture distress.